It is 3:46 a.m. and I am awake. Reason being that once again we are back to load shedding. I woke up just after 2 because the dogs were barking. I immediately realized that we had a blackout once again. They could not even wait until mid-January, like they said. And if it wasn't for Scott on the Loving Life channel, I would not even have known that we are having load shedding and blackouts once again. You see, because we received no warning, not from our municipality, because they most likely didn't know either. Now, apparently, the reason is that once again, the Madupi electricity generating plant is down again. The conveyor belt that feeds the coal had apparently broken down again. Now this is constant. What people do not talk about is the fact that the man in the street, I think, suffers even more than the economy and business. I take myself, and I can only speak for myself, I cannot speak for my neighbours. They can open their own channel. I'm 56 years old, and in 56 years I have never ever slept in the dark. I would always leave a light on, either in the hallway or a bedside lamp. I do not like the dark. I don't like waking up and not being able to see around me. Now, I don't think people in other countries realize what it's like when your electricity is out and it's out for kilometers. There is absolutely nothing to be seen. You wake up like tonight and it's pitch dark. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. It is horrific. Now, I know that other countries have had blackouts, sometimes accidental, whatever the reason may be. So I do think that most of you had experienced it at least once in your lifetime. But to experience it constantly, sometimes for months on end, weeks on end, days on end, 6 to 8 hours per day, every day, for weeks, it gets to you. It affects your whole lifestyle. I work from home. When my electricity is off, I cannot sew, I cannot paint, I cannot do most of the things I do to earn money. If my laptop is not charged, I cannot work on my laptop either. The other thing is that when the power goes off and when it comes on again, and like I said, we're not always forewarned, so we cannot prepare for it always. When the power comes on or it goes off, suddenly we have these huge electrical surges. Sometimes the electricity flashes on just to flash off again. And due to this, we have lost a fridge, we have lost numerous kettles, we have lost probably 5 or 6 phone chargers in less than a year. We have lost laptop chargers, fans, you name it. Electrical appliances are at risk when we are having these load shedding and outages. It's a costly business for the country and for us as individuals, and not just financially but emotionally. We live in a country where the crime rate is sky high. My family and I were ourselves victims of a home invasion in February 2019. I'm not saying that South Africa is the only country where these things happen. It happens in the United States, it's happened in Europe. There will always be criminals, no matter where you are. But all you need to do is to go Google the statistics on South Africa's crime rate to understand what our crime rate is like. And then I don't even think that these statistics given to you on Google is absolutely accurate. Because in many instances, although we personally did report our home invasion to the police when it happened to us, we have had other thefts in the yard, etc., where they did not actually come into the house, where we did not even bother reporting it to the police, because these days the only reason why you report it to the police is to get a case number and claim from your insurance. That is, if you do have home insurance, because they do basically nothing. It does appear that the South African police do not really consider a home invasion where there was no violence involved as a real crime or worth investigating. It certainly appeared to be the case in our case. We woke up at 2:15 because our dogs were going absolutely nuts. I jumped up, stormed into the lounge, and as I stormed into the lounge, following my dog, the two guys ran out the front door. They broke a window originally, opened the window, climbed through, helped themselves, and in the meantime opened the front door from the inside, just passed the stuff to whoever was outside, and as I walked into the lounge, they ran. By that time they had already passed my daughter's laptop, 2 cell phones, even the milk from our fridge to whomever was outside, and to this day we have lost those things. Oh yeah, and my car radio. It had a clip-off face, and I used to take it off in the evenings and keep it in the house. So that was gone as well, along with a little bit of cash in my purse. It's not what you lose, it is the fact that your private space had been invaded. And it's something you do not recover from that quickly. So the fact that I don't like the dark, to start off with, has been made 10 times worse by the fact that we had this home invasion. It's not the first time in my life that this has happened, but my personal circumstances have changed. There is no man in the house, we're 2 women and a child, and I do not have the security systems that I used to have. I don't live near family or any kind of support system, so whatever happens in my house I have to deal with, and I have to deal with it on my own. It is definitely not pleasant. Thus, to have these rolling blackouts, be it during the day where it affects your work, or be it at night when you are supposed to be sleeping, it remains a very scary situation. Something else I intensely dislike is when we listen to other channels discussing this, and you get all this advice. Buy a generator. Yes, people, generators are expensive, and not only are those generators expensive, but to keep them filled up with diesel in South Africa is costly. it's not, diesel is not a cheap commodity in South Africa. Other advice you get is to fit your house with solar panels. Now, instead of our country giving us some credit or helping us to go solar, no, we actually get taxed and we get charged extra. Solar panels are expensive. I think I've checked on prices in other countries, and our solar panels here, plus the installation, the cost by far exceeds what it does in other countries. I'm not transferring dollars to rand, but I'm assuming that people in America earn dollars and they spend a percentage of those dollars on, say, buying a solar panel. And if I take that percentage and I compare that to our average income and the percentage of our average income, then yes, our solar panels and things are way more expensive. So these things are expensive. Now, if I look at the area I live in, there are people in my area, not just myself, but many, many others, who definitely cannot afford to fit their houses with either generators or solar panels, where they had electricity since before they may have bought their house, like in my case. So to make the conversion is a very, very expensive exercise. So yes, that is our situation. Here we go again. I know Moody's have threatened to downgrade the South African economy to junk. We've basically been waiting for this for the past 2 years. My prediction is that 2020 will be the year that the South African economy will be downgraded to junk. So we'll wait and see. My message to Eskom is that I'm fed up. You have been giving us load shedding now for the past five and a half years, and I think it's enough. If you cannot get your act together in 5 years, I do not believe that you ever will. And with that, our country will sink into darkness, economically, emotionally, and our crime rate will soar till no one can handle it anymore. So, guys, go ahead, fuck up, and I apologize for my language, fuck up some more and give us the best you've got, because at some point all of us who want to live a decent life will have to make a decision one way or the other. And in my case, I am very close to making a decision I didn't think I would ever make in my life. So yes, that's it from me. It is now 4:08. I would have expected the electricity to come on by now. I assume it went off at 2 o'clock. So yeah, normally it's 2.5 hours, so maybe another 20 minutes. Hopefully I will be able to go back to sleep. I can't guarantee that though. Anyway, tomorrow we'll talk about other things. I have started a number of videos, collected photographs and information, so we will talk again soon. The battery on my laptop's running out, so I will hopefully be able to charge my laptop tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be able to speak to you again soon. Bye.